blast probe in the Rameshwaram cafe. Well, as per sources, they are telling Times now that a suspect has been detained and is now being questioned by a joint team of the Central Intelligence Agencies. This includes the NIA in connection with the Rameshwaram cafe blast. In fact, the suspect profile matches the CCTV footage which was released earlier. Let me go across to our senior editor, Bhavtosh, who's joining us. Bhavtosh, get us the details of the suspect so far. What do we know about him and what was his role?
Well, as far as the agencies are concerned, Meghna, they have not revealed much, but this is probably the first breakthrough that these agencies were looking for. Remember, the blast happened on 1st of March and the agencies were groping in the dark for a very long time, and the suspect's profile was in fact released by the agencies and a reward of 10 lakh rupees was also issued by them. The CCTV footage clearly showed that he knew what he was doing. He had covered his face with a mask and he was also wearing a cap, and then his second picture was revealed in which he changed his appearance. They in fact tracked the movements and they in fact went to Ballari, and one of the suspects has now been detained. He is being questioned. They're trying to match his profile with the CCTV footage, whether he abated the crime, whether he provided refuge to him, whether he is actually the bomber is something we will come to know only later. But in fact, very extensive questioning is going on even as we speak. A joint team of state police as well as Central Intelligence Agencies and NIA is questioning him. This case has been handed over to the NIA, which is a federal probe agency, primarily because of the fact that there are several linkages to this case. It will require interstate probe. Rameshwaram Cafe blast is a probe that has interstate ramification. Is one of the rare cases in which the terrorists have managed to carry out an attack and have been successful in carrying out an attack in which 10 persons have received injuries. One have to wait and see what actually turns out after this questioning, but probably the first breakthrough as far as agencies are concerned, but no official word from them.
Well, as you mentioned, Bhavtosh, that there is a larger network which now needs to be unraveled as to how this blast took place. You mentioned that the federal agency NIA, which is now has been roped in. This is going to be very critical, isn't it, to find out who were the others, because so far he's been the first concrete breakthrough which has come in.
Well, he's the first person to be detained and to be questioned after the case was handed over to NIA, but no official word. Again, I will repeat that no official word from them. So one has to wait and see whether this person actually, his questioning continues further. But he is a person of interest. That's what we have gathered from intelligence agencies and from our sources. He's presently being questioned. And what is very clear, Meghna, is it's not a handiwork of one individual alone. It could be possible that an entire module was working. The Karnataka in particular has seen several such attempts by various terror outfits to carry out attack. We have ISIS Ballari module. We have seen attempts by the Bengaluru module to carry out attacks, and then we had also seen the failed attempt by the Lashkar module, which wanted to carry out a Fidain attack. So agencies are treating this entire case very cautiously. They're carrying out the probe very cautiously, and the first person to be detained and questioned will in fact take a lot of time, and that's the reason why the state police has also been roped in, because they have also done tremendous work in past 1 or 2 years in busting this module and then handing over the investigation to NIA. Whether this person is the actual bomber or whether he had in fact provided help to this person to escape from Bengaluru to Ballari, because if you look at the CCTV footage, he knew exactly what he was doing, placing the bomb and then fixing the timer and then moving away from there to the bus and changing his appearance, his clothing clearly shows that he knew what he was doing. A reward of 10 lakh rupees was issued by NIA. One has to wait and see whether this person will be let off after the questioning, whether he will be detained further for questioning, or whether he is actually arrested. But sources have said that after an intensive work that they have now detained this person, and his questioning is presently going on.
And what's very significant is what our sources are telling us is that he resembles the man that you can see in that CCTV footage in the blue shirt, which he changed into after the alleged blast took place. Thank you so much for joining us, Bhavtosh, and getting us all those details. We are going to keep you abreast with the very latest on that. But for the time being, a short break. Don't go anywhere.